Hey everyone, Glenn here, and in this video we're going to learn about the opt-in form, configuration of the opt-in form that we've set up inside the campaign builder of Infusionsoft. So this is the form that we've set up inside the campaign, and here we have some tabs that we need to go through and do the settings on. And so let's start with the design. So in the design phase, you have few things to remember. So you have the formatting, you have the insert and snippets, fields, and these are tools that you could actually use to put on here on this form. And if you wanted more fields, you just have to go to the field snippets and you could drag any of this. So you could start with the radio buttons if you wanted to have more options that the customer could fill in, and there you go. So you have a lot of options. I'm just gonna delete that because I just need the first name and email. And having an asterisk means it is required. So if you go to settings of that specific field, you will see that there is what we call required on option. If you click onto that, it will show an asterisk indicating that it's required. If you turn it off, you will see that the asterisk has been removed. That means it's okay that they will not fill that field. So let's go and switch to that on. Another thing that we should note in the format settings, there are a lot of formatting that you do if you add some styling on the page, like the so for example, if I'm going to add some snippets and add some title, so I could go with the formatting so that I could just format this into another color, another size, font, and so on and so forth. So since I don't need that, I'll just remove it. Next is the thank you page, which you need to set up. So the thank you page will actually bring customer into another page after they sign up to the form. So once they put their name and email to the form, they will be redirected to the thank you page that you have set up here. You can set it up to be in the Infusionsoft thank you page, or you could use your own web address. So if you already have a thank you page that you have been set up somewhere else, if not, or if you have it in lead pages or in your own server or your website, then you could just paste the URL here, and you could pass the contact if you need to. If you're using a PHP code that will actually pass the contact details from this form to your page. So since I don't need that, I will just paste the URL of the thank you page later, so we could change it any time we wanted to. So temporarily, I'm just going to use the thank you page of lead page, or I mean of the Infusionsoft. Now in the settings, we have more settings to go. You could have an auto-populate this form with the contact information we visited on Infusionsoft delivered email. This means that the customer will have this form filled automatically when they receive this email form coming from their email. So for example, if you send this form directly through Infusionsoft, this means this form will be filled for them. So their saved details inside your Infusionsoft account will automatically be added to this form. And then you have a notification email if you wanted to be notified whenever the new sign up or new people added to this form, or you have subscribed, then you will get notification with that. Then in the code section, this is the embed code that you could use if you wanted to put it in your website. You have three options. You have JavaScript snippets, you have HTML code, which is a raw code that you could do the editing, or the raw code of HTML of the form with no styling. So most likely, if you need to embed this on your website, you just need to copy this form. But if you're using lead pages, you don't need to do anything here. You could just call it on lead pages platform. And the last thing that you need to do is to enable this form. This is very important because if you will not enable this, it will not be usable, or it's not, that means it's not active. So we're going to make it ready and back to campaign. When we go back to campaign, you will see it says in a greenish or in a blurry green or in a light green color. So we need to publish this so that that means it haven't been published. Though it's ready, it haven't been published. So you have to publish it so that this form will be ready and be usable. So as you can see, you will see there are other forms here that are actually ready. So that means this form is already published. So these sequences here haven't been published. That means have a different color, a lighter color. That means it haven't been published. So that's it for this video. Thank you.